What's going on, everybody? It's your man Big Rock coming at you again with another episode of Rock's Reality and the infamous man cave of Big Rock Entertainment. But before I get started, I just want to let you know that I'm not doing these videos to try to dictate how you live your life or to tell you that I got all the right answers and everything. I'm just basically telling you my thoughts on some subjects. And if you could take the best part and it helps you live a better life, so be it. That'd be great. But if not, you know, just let it fly. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying, I'm just telling you my point of view on a couple things. With that being said, let's get to the topic of today, which is choose your friends wisely. And to start off, as you know, if you have reached the level of adulthood, we don't have many true friends in life. If you think all the people on Facebook, the hundreds of friends on your friends list and all these social networks are your true friends, then you're sadly mistaken and you haven't reached the level of maturity. We only have a few true friends in life, unfortunately, or fortunately. So this video really should have been about how to choose your associates wisely, but I guess that wasn't a catchy enough title. But the bottom line is choose who you associate with wisely. Try to associate with people that motivate you to do better in life. It makes sense to be around people that are doing positive things, which could be contagious, and you also will strive to be more positive. If you're trying to find a job, associate with people that are also trying to find jobs or who are already employed already. If you're trying to find a job, but you only hang around people that's smoking weed and playing video games all day, 9 times out of 10, all you're going to do is smoke weed and play video games, and you're never going to be employed. That goes with anything. You know, if you try to be around like-minded people, if your goal is to be the best motorcycle rider, be around people that ride motorcycles. If you want to be a better sports player, hang around athletes that are motivated to get better at their craft. This could go for anything. And by the way, misery loves company. If you're doing something good and one of your associates is not motivated to do that same thing good, of course they're going to tell you, come let's play Madden, or let's come play 2K Live all day while you motivated to do something else, because they are maybe envious of you. If you can't pull them along and tell them, man, come with me, let's do this. I'm telling you, I got something positive for them to do. If they're not trying to hear that, maybe you got to separate yourself and shoot for the stars. Maybe you got to go get your own dream, because the bottom line is misery loves company, and you can't waste your life carrying people on your back if they're not motivated to do what you're doing. You got to get around like-minded people. And also, don't be afraid to be around people that have the success already that you want. Use that as motivation. If you want to be the best basketball player, for example, be around the best basketball player on the team or the best basketball player you know. Pick their brain, see what they're doing, and try to get their working habits. Try to pick up on their skills. If you want to be the best businessman, be around people that already have successful businesses. See what their methods of success were, or if you can get any pointers on how to get where they got. And I'm not telling you to always look up to them and never strive to be better, but use that as motivation. Be competitive. Don't let that discourage you that they have already attained that goal. Use that as motivation and use that as the model to succeed. I'm not going to hold you too long today, but since the Super Bowl is coming up, I figured I'd use an example from one of the key storylines of the Super Bowl, which is my man Ray Lewis, who I also look up to as a role model. I love it. He's very inspirational. He plays the same position I played in high school and also in college, along with a lot of different other positions in college, talking about football. But Ray Lewis of the Baltimore Ravens, that's going to be in the Super Bowl next weekend. Very inspirational. But at one point in his life in 2000, when he first almost around when he first came on the scene and he was just becoming to hit that peak and be that superstar in football, he got caught up in a little mess of himself. You know, he was associating with the wrong people, and he wasn't around a lot of positive people trying to keep it real or be with his real friends, what have you. And after a Super Bowl party, they got into an altercation, and he was with the people he was with. They ended up committing double murder. He almost got a double murder charge, and thankfully he beat the charge. But he always looks on that as a life lesson, saying that he wasn't associating with the right people. If they wasn't trying to do positive, I'm not saying get rid of all your friends, because I got plenty of friends that people might not look at that they doing something positive. But you can learn something from anybody, but you just can't be influenced by the things that's negative that you don't aspire to be. But my point is, he used that as a turning point in his life, and sometimes we don't get second chances. He beat the charge, and now look where he's at. Maybe the greatest linebacker of all time, and shooting for his goal for another Super Bowl title, and he's gonna retire and work for ESPN and live happily ever after. So that's a success story, but that's also a example of something that could have went totally wrong. He could be in jail right now as we speak. But he made the right decision not to repeat his mistakes. He had to dissociate with people that didn't mean well for him or didn't have the same goals that he had, and get with like-minded people, more positive people. Now he's a role model speaking to millions. You can search his name on YouTube and you'll get probably hundreds of inspirational speeches. You know, I look at some myself. But the bottom line is, try to associate with like-minded people, positive people that are motivated or have like-minded goals that you have, and in order to put yourself in the best opportunity to succeed. Like I said, I'm not going to hold you long. Love, peace, and happiness. And remember, positive energy activates constant elevation. Peace. To the next episode, everybody.